So I'm Sam Cabell, I'm the Managing Director here at Six Process Design. So here we manufacture mainly stainless steel tanks and vessels and process systems for the brewing industry, but we do also do dairy, food and beverage. Selmach recommended to me from another company I used to work with, and then they put me in touch with you, and then we've been speaking for the last 3-4 years, but obviously this year we've had a major investment into the business, and that's why we've uprated a lot of our machinery now. The reason for us getting the new machinery was because the old machinery we had was tired. There's a lot of stuff I bought second hand when I initially set up the business on my own, but now we've got more investment, more backing, it just freed up more money and meant that we could invest in decent equipment to see us through to the next 5-10 years. So from Selmach this year we've bought a brand new set of CNC rolls, 2.5 metre wide, they can go up to 10mm stainless I believe, also a bandsaw, a Mayer pillar drill and a linisher. We haven't had any problems with any of the machinery supplied by Selmach so far. The service is great, what we've experienced anyway. The backroom staff are really good as well. So yeah, we haven't had any issues as such. So before the machinery we had, that also actually was a Selmach, or it was a Morgan Rushworth set of rolls, but it didn't have any of the hydraulic guidance with it and no support. So we've turned rolling from a 4-man operation to a 1-man operation. So it saved a lot of hours in the workshop. Same with the bandsaw really. That's all automated now, before it was a handheld one. So yeah, that's definitely a massive plus for us as well. The pillar drill we had just wasn't really up for it. It was a belt driven one, an old thing that we bought second hand. Obviously that one now that we've got is geared. And we didn't have a linisher in here before, so that's a new piece of equipment for the guys, and because of the notching you can do on it, like we call it the bird's mouth, makes our hand railing that we do for all the equipment no end of help speeding things up. Yeah, it was Warwick that I dealt with on the actual quoting side of things. I know when the rolls I think were spec'd by Bruce, but Warwick put the whole quote and everything together for us. Again, absolutely great, fantastic. He come back to me with every single question I had within a matter of days, and I'd like to think it was quite a quick order, to be fair. Once we got it over the line. Do you know what I mean? If I pick up the phone now, I know Hugh will answer, or Bruce will answer, or Warwick will answer, not a problem. So yeah, like I said, we haven't had any issues with the equipment. The guys that come down to commission it, well, the rolls anyway, we're in and out within a couple of days, no problem. It might be worth mentioning in the past that the last set of rollers that we had, they got damaged in transit, but Selmach, we notified Selmach of them being damaged. They actually took the old roll out and had it back. They had to go and get machined at a special lathe somewhere, and they had it back to us within 3 weeks. They apologised, it wasn't their fault, but again, great service. Brake press in the future, and we're waiting for our laser machine to get commissioned, and then that will kind of come hand in hand with the laser machine to have a brake press here. There might be a potential for a guillotine in the future, but right now we're just going to see if we can utilise the laser cutter. Yes, I would recommend your machinery, and yes, I have already.